Today's report is on Hitler. Hitler was born April 20th, 1889, and he killed himself on April 30th, 1945. He was the leader of the Nazis, which were Germans. Hitler's aim was to establish a new world order in absolute Nazi German harmony in continental Europe. To this end, his foreign and domestic policies had the aim of seizing Lebensraum to the German people. He directed the rearmament of the Germans and the invasion by Poland by the Wehrmacht in September 1939, resulting in the outbreak of World War II in Europe. Under Hitler's rule, in 1941, German forces and their European allies occupied most of Europe and North Africa. In 1943, Germany had been forced onto the defensive end and suffered a series of escalating defeats. In the final days of the war, during the Battle of Berlin in 1945, Hitler married his longtime partner, Eva Braun. On April 30th, 1945, less than 2 days later, the couple committed suicide to avoid capture by the Red Army, and their corpses were burned. Hello, sir. May I ask you some questions?
Sure can.
Hi. First question. How do you feel about Hitler and what he did to the Jews?
Hitler was a very messed up guy. Had a lot wrong with him in his head, so there was things he shouldn't have done, like the mass genocide.
Now, if you were a Jew and you were in their shoes, what would you do? How would you react?
There's nothing really they could do, considering they were just being pulled from their homes and their cities to go to these ghettos and Auschwitz and stuff.
What is your input on Hitler's death and how he died?
It was really cowardly of him to kill himself like that instead of letting somebody pull the trigger and ending it by him being murdered.
Now the big question. If you were Hitler yourself, what would you do? What would you change to do things differently?
If I was Hitler and I was such a sociopath and power hungry, I probably wouldn't have gone into Russia during the middle of the winter because, I mean, it's going to be cold up there and they didn't have enough supplies. I wouldn't have made so many enemies and gone against Russia. I would have kept the Axis powers together instead of starting to lose all my treaties and burning all my bridges.